It's halfway day! Okay, the race is on. Yay, we're actually doing 6 knots at once.
We're about 18 miles away from Flores, and I can make the red call.
Welcome to our self-inflicted adventure.
What seems like a lifetime ago, we left Australia intending to sail our way around the world.
It's been a rollercoaster since then, and while the plan has changed many times, we've been laughing our way through and learnt a new lesson for every step of the way.
And between us, the real adventure has only just begun.
Last episode on sailing Millennial Falcon.
Bermuda Radio, Millennial Falcon, requesting permission to exit town cut. 2 persons on board, bound for Horta.
First injury within 5 minutes. What's wrong with me? I've had a very, very cruisy few days.
What day is it? Day 6.
Something like that, yeah. Halfway day!
Halfway day!
And Adam's ruined everything!
No, I haven't. We were just musing that we haven't touched or changed the boat in any way for about 3 days, shy of like maybe one tiny adjustment on the hydrovane here and there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to drive the boat, just see if everything's good, see if we even still have steering, which we do.
Turns out we do, this is
Turns
great.
out we do.
But he cannot beat the hydrovane
It's a tough score to beat. Like, the hydrovane is very reactive.
We're currently doing about 130, like the wind is from behind us, 130 degrees.
No,
And it
it's
was
actually
not
alright.
like that with the hydrovane.
No, I'm getting the same angle on average. The hydrovane just reacts quicker than I do, and I guess it's got it shorter. It doesn't have to turn the wheel as many times to get the same input. But I can ride the waves better than it can, because I know to like steer down the wave and then ride back, cut back. So when I'm really paying attention, I think I can do well.
Halfway, that means that we have officially done 900 miles as the crow flies. It has been a little more than that though.
Earlier today, the waves were really stacking up. We had a couple of really great rollers that were like up higher than the hydrovane, and then you look forward when that picks you up and you feel like you're about to fall off a cliff. Kiara and I have never really been in seas like that with such long period high waves. So it's kind of cool to see that in a gentle setting like today and mentally scale that up for what a storm might be like.
We've taken 8 days so far, and so we're estimating another 8 days, which I pessimistically said at the beginning of this, it might take us 3 weeks. It could possibly only take us 16 days, which I don't think is that bad at all. I think it's quite good.
Absolutely great.
So I'm very pleased with our progress so far. We have not had one cloudy day. Today has been the only cloudy day. We've not had a storm, we've not had rain, we haven't had a squall, we haven't had anything.
Jinx it, touch wood.
After 4 days on the same tack, we are finally going to change direction. Okay, so we've just jibed. Ooh, might just be accidentally driving again. Hold on. And we have managed to kind of hit our waypoint. We need to head further north at this stage. We've made so much southeastern ground, eastern mostly, that we really need to start kind of heading up and in line with where the Azores are. So we've just jibed so that we can try to get a little more northern, and sails aren't happy, as you can hear behind. We have a 2.1 knot head current coming towards us, which means that it's going to be slow progress going north, but we're hoping that the wind will turn and kind of help us a little throughout the day. It feels like halfway day is when we're really aiming to get to Azores. Like the wind, everything's kind of changing and trying to push us in that direction. It's good. We've been cruising for the first week, and now we're like, okay, the race is on. Feels a little like that at least.
so good. We've had a good run. Bad
Halfway
angle
day
with the
phone calls
waves
to the
and
family.
current.
So we've just had our halfway day phone calls to our parents, and they were very, very happy to hear from us.
I just finished telling my parents that there's no boat. Oh, there's no sailboats around us. Oh, there's no one. I think there's one boat 200 miles behind us that I know of, and there's some commercial traffic. Kiara goes like this. And
A
there's
sailboat
bloody
on the
sailboat.
We are within 2 miles of another sailboat in the whole of the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, how is that for chance? It's nice though, knowing that there are other people out here. What is it?
How did he sneak up on us? Maybe he's not running AIS. VW Sakura tanker. No, yeah. Sailboat!
Where? It's a sailboat!
We're not alone. I'm damn sure he ain't going the other way.
Oh my god, maybe it's that boat that we saw the other day.
Maybe.
He's beating
He
us.
was on AIS though.
Yeah,
He was very good, like very clearly on AIS.
Everyone's going to Horta.
Lunch of champions. 2-minute noodles. We've run out of the fancies. We haven't run out of the fancy stuff. I think what it is that our stomachs are on just weird time. Like we've just changed the clocks to sort of 1 hour off local time, sort of phasing away from Bermuda, sort of napping at weird hours and sleeping on shift. We don't have the middle of the day we don't have a pronounced meal time, and we each have breakfast sort of to our own devices based on the morning shift, and then we have dinner together. So dinner's always about 5:30, 6 o'clock, but the rest is just at your discretion. How you doing, Fisherman Joan?
I've decided that I'm a little bit of a busy bee when I'm on anchor, and so it's not very good for me when I am on passage because I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to fix. There is nothing to fix when I'm at a 45-degree lean. I don't know what to do in the middle of my days.
How's the passage going though, other than like the woes of Kiara?
It feels like we're kind of on the last leg. We are beam reaching and we've got about 500 and something miles to go, which is about a third of the way left. It's like a beautiful beam reach on the way in. Finally, no more downwind sailing. It's really nice to actually see like 6 knots. Yahoo! We're actually doing 6 knots for once and more. So it's good. It's a good day. Turnaround time. If you come to the front of the bow, you can hear the little squeals of dolphins.
There's a huge pod of dolphins like having a whale of a time on the bow right now. It's sort of just before dark and we're surfing down waves, sort of making quite a big bow wave right now. And I saw them and came downstairs and I said to Kara, it feels rude not to go out there and talk to them. And all I can hear in the bow is like, you can hear their squeak, they're chattering away, squeaking at each other. I don't think the camera will pick it up, but it's so cool. It's so awesome.
Cute. We just hear like... So weird. So weird.
The morning of day 13, we are about 100 miles out of Flores, which is the northernmost island of the Azores chain. We did a 170 odd mile day yesterday, which is well and truly a personal best for us. I think we averaged 7 point something knots all day and all night, which was really nice because they were quite easy miles too. We had the swell just behind the beam and the wind much the same, and we were just charging. Unfortunately now the wind is starting to drop off, so pretty much the whole rest of the way I suspect we're going to be whistling for the wind and just hoping that the 12 knots that we have now carries us through. I hope to make landfall in Flores by sort of the wee hours of the morning, maybe first light. We'll catch a glimpse of it, which is going to be pretty awesome because it means we've done it. As far as I'm concerned, once you make landfall, you've crossed the ocean and now you're in the Azores, just getting where you're going. Unfortunately, where we're going is about 120 miles from where we will make landfall, which is a bit of a bummer because you sort of see the land and you want to rush in there, put the hook down and go to bed. But we'll have a full day of sailing to get where we're going. If I could exchange days for better days, there's one day that I would roll the dice on and take a chance on a better day. Every other day I would keep hands down. They've just been glorious. We've had such a good run.
So we're pretty much sailing into a bit of a calm hole, and we're going to have about 12 hours of that. But it will mean that we'll have a very flat arrival, and we get to choose our anchoring spot in like dead calm, we hope. But it's so close, we can just feel the end, and can't wait to go to bed, to just have one full night of sleep. Oh, it'd be so good. So good.
We're about 18 miles away from Flores, which we're going to do a bit of a close drive-by of on our way to Horta. And there's just a thick band of cloud in front of the boat right now, which I suspect is very much shrouding the body of land. So as the sun comes up, I hope that cloud breaks up and I can make the land call. Kiara's asleep for another 45 minutes or so. So hopefully we make sight of land just as she comes up for the day. It's pretty exciting. It's a weird feeling. It's kind of, I thought it would be more like a race where you sort of get to the end and you throw your hands in the air and you go, we did it. But it's sort of, it's a long time coming, but that doesn't make it any less awesome. It's a good feeling.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely, I am finally home at last.
Okay, I think I can see the edge of the island just poking out, like left of the clouds and right of the clouds. I think it's enough to make a call.
Land ho!
Oh, what? Is that land?
Land ho!
Where? Oh my god, I'm gonna have a look. Alright.
It might be the land climactic. I'm calling it very early, but I can swear I can see a blob in the cloud that looks like a sharp edge of land.
Right.
So there, see that edge, that slope? About
It's quite steep.
just there. Yeah, I think it's quite high.
Hey, we did it!
Land!
Land ho! So, it's the last night. No, it's not. I've just woken up. Why am I vlogging?
I don't know why you're vlogging. How's it feel to have crossed an ocean?
It's not hit home yet. It really hasn't. I think when we first walk on land and have a beer and some food that didn't come out of a can, and that'll be good. That'll be when we've made it.
It's a slow victory. It's a very slow burning victory. I think it'll probably take even the first or second morning at anchor, having been there, it might dawn on us just quite what we've finished. We have a day, still a full 24-hour day left in it, but it's nice just to be on the other side. It's nice to feel we're across.
Yep.
We're across.
But even more surprisingly is the fact that we've been sailing all night rather than fallen into a bit of a calm, so it's nice.
Don't want to jinx it too much, but
yeah,
we thought the motor would have had to come on, or we'd be bobbing around out here doing nothing. And yeah, we're still ghosting along at 5 and change.
What day is it? 13th of...
It's the 13th of the 6th.
Alright, almost there.
So if you count now as having made landfall, we did it in 14 days, which I think is pretty great.
Until we actually put a hook in?
Might be somewhat more.
15 and a half.
17 days.
I just saw dolphins too for our arrival. Adam's gone down to sleep. There are dolphins as well coming to greet us. It's all very special. Mother Nature's really kind of rolling out the red carpet for our arrival here.
As the sun set for what would be the last time on this passage, the wind dropped out to a glassy calm, leaving us with some 90 miles of nothing but the gentle hum of the motor and a long night to think about what we had just achieved. It's a strange thing to finally achieve the goal we set for ourselves some 2 years ago. It leaves you in a kind of euphoric state, caught somewhere between overjoyed to have arrived and sad that it's all over. You can't help but reminisce on the past and all that we've overcome to get here.
All the deck plates are leaking, the face has fallen out of the barometer. Well, it's what's left to do but laugh. Oh wow, look at that, that's crazy.
Whilst at the same time grappling with the question of, what do I do now? Well, I can't tell you what the future will hold for us, but it sure is starting to feel like the real adventure has finally begun.
So that's the island right there in the background. Don't stress, we have saved much better champagne for actual celebratory drinks.
No champagne got on the new sails. I know this because this is cider. Oh, quite horrible too. Horta Marina, Horta Marina, Horta Marina. This is Millennial Falcon on 1-6, over. Good afternoon to you. This is Millennial Falcon just passing the breakwater, requesting permission to check in and awaiting further instructions, over.